I think Reed is one of the venerable Americans here in Israel. He's been coming for many years and bringing groups over and introducing thousands of people to Israel and the beauties. And I think it's very important that Americans come to Israel and see for themselves what the land is like and meet the people. And they always go home just with their eyes wide open saying, I never knew it was like this. Israel is so small compared to the United States. And they can't imagine the variety of places and how many people they can just talk to individually and get to know them. So it's really an amazing place to come to visit. And we find many people that come on our trips, it's the first time they leave the United States, the first time they use a passport, and they come all the way to Israel, to this little place, and they go home a changed person. And this is good for Israel.
I think that we feel pretty much as the ones who came over in 1866, in that they came over here to encourage the return of the Jewish people, that they might, in this area, in this land of Israel, fulfill what they conceived was their purpose under God, and that was to lead the world into ways of peace. Now, that objective speaks to us. Our objective for our organization, which is Keshet HaShalom here, and Vupax Mondial in the States, to see peace in the world, rainbow of peace, and we believe in establishing peace through friendship. Peace through friendship, that's our basic idea. And so we want the people in the Middle East particularly to come together with a warm heart instead of a cold heart, and it's the only hope for us, is to establish ways of life that are full of chesed, which is the Jewish word for loving kindness, for being kind. Let's be kind to each other instead of hurting each other.
How do you see the situation with the Arab culture and the Muslim culture that developed around us in the Middle East?
I can
answer
one of the comments. And we have taught in the United States about Israel also in groups. And at the end of one of our courses, which was a nurses training course, and they decided to have something on Israel, we told them about the hospitals here, for example, where you have little Arab and Jewish babies being born in the same hospital and side by side in the nurseries, and how much help the Israelis have given to the Arab population. And we've seen this in Nazareth, for example, not just Israeli Arabs, but also from the West Bank. And a lot of things are done out of the goodness of the heart of Israelis. And they came up to us afterwards and they said, you know, we thought there would be a lot of prejudice in Israel, but we see that Israelis live every day with like an understanding between them, between people of different backgrounds and religions, that much more than we would see in years in the United States. There's a lot more mingling here. I think Israel could be a wonderful example of mingling, of good understanding, but it has to be worked on here in Israel, and have faith in it, because we do have many people that do work together. People go to the same universities, Arab, Israeli, Armenian, all kinds of people go. They study together. Well, there was no road, for a paved road, for example. They were using wooden agricultural implements. Americans brought modern metal agricultural implements. They helped with the road that came, and also they had foreseen that the time was near that many people would be coming here to the land of Israel to go to Jerusalem as pilgrims and as visitors, and they were prepared to develop group tourism, and that was the wave of the future. And it's also in Maine is a big industry.
Yeah.
I think also I wanted to mention that Israel as a light unto the nations, it sort of combines the secular and the religious point of view, because no matter what happens, Israel is just bursting with creative energy. And I think it's fabulous. It's concentrated here in such an enormous way. Just this last 2 weeks, we've seen the 16-year-old boy that created something to put in an engine. It creates something like 46% more use of the gasoline, could totally change the way people use oil in the world. And then we also saw the program where, with pressure on the road, they were creating energy more than solar.
Yeah.
And these are just fantastic things that are popping up all of a sudden from a land that doesn't have a lot of oil, or maybe none. We have a lot of olive oil.
Yeah.
But also there is a constant research on from just we call inspiration and imagination being put to work here in Israel, and everybody tries to act on it and accomplishes quite a bit. That I hope, if that gets shared around the world, then it's more likely that peace will come. This kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, we've discovered in these years of bringing people over here on what we call friendship journeys, which is an endeavor on our part to establish some relationships between peoples, you know. And I am so delighted that we have been able to develop wonderful friendship relations with people in each of the major sections of the area. We have wonderful friends among the Arab people, for instance, in Jerusalem and in the Galilee and so on. And it is so important to establish relationships. So we hope to continue friendship journeys and to continue the bringing together of people.
Yeah.
You know.
גם הכנסייה נדבר על התקופה יותר מאוחר, משהו פה?